We're back from Husker Harvest Days, broadcasting live from the Rural Radio Network Broadcast Center. With me right now are the folks from Pure Nebraska. You see them on 1011. They've got their own show. Brad Anderson, the weather guy. Also John and Taryn Vanderford. And guys, you are excited because you've got a new hour show now. So tell us about that and tell us a little bit about Pure Nebraska.
Yeah, well, Joe, we're just glad to be here. Thank you for having us on your airwaves. It's just an honor and a pleasure to actually be on KRVN. And just great to be here at Husker Harvest Days. And we've just met a lot of great people here. As far as our hour-long show, it started not all that long ago. In August is kind of when it debuted. It's kind of been an evolution, Pure Nebraska has been, because we really started Sunday mornings at 7:30 a.m. And that show continues at 7:30 a.m. on Sundays. A lot of people really enjoy that time slot, it seems like, on Sunday mornings. But we got such great response from viewers about covering things that are important to Nebraska in rural Nebraska and unique places to visit, that then we started a half-hour program. This was back in March, weekdays from 9 to 9:30. Well, now it's gone to an hour, so it's 9 to 10 a.m. weekdays on 1011, KOLN, KGIN TV, and we enjoy putting that show together every day. It's live, and then on Sundays we also have our half-hour program at 7:30, and it's just really we're really glad to be a part of it, to do it. It's fun having Taryn along and Brad. I don't know, I just feel like we have a nice chemistry, and it's just kind of fun to work together.
Well, you guys are a great team. And Taryn, well, you were out here at Husker Harvest Days earlier, so you guys have been broadcasting from here, so that's a lot of fun.
Yeah, we came out yesterday, got up pretty early, had my parents come down from Pender to watch the kids get them off to school. Got out here around 8 o'clock and enjoyed yesterday. It was kind of windy, and so we felt like we were back on the farm again, you know. But we had a good day yesterday, and then went to Central City and up to St. Paul to spend the night, did some more stories. So when we come out here to Husker Harvest Days, we like to meet the people. We like to get more stories to take back to put together later for the show.
That's going to be one of my questions. How do you come up with the topics for your show?
A lot of it is word of mouth. John does a lot of research. I think all of us, you know, kind of do some research on what we think might be good. We like to hear from the viewers. My dad today said, hey, if you're at Husker Harvest Days, you need to get those guys from Pierce that have the herding dogs. So that's where we just came from.
Oh, sure, yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, if you have a good story, let us know, because we love to focus on all the great people in the state.
I think I lost 3 pounds on the way over here. From
lost what, 3 pounds?
3 pounds from the walking from the dog demonstration.
We couldn't keep up with John.
That's right. When John's moving, you almost have to run. I was giving me the heaviest bag. I have a 50-pound bag I had to carry.
You got a big bottle of water in there, too.
That's right.
Well, Brad, we want to thank you for the nice weather compared to last year. I think people will put up with the heat and the wind to come out here.
I think so. I mean, when you have all that mud, it's not a lot of fun. But, you know, people are saying, hey, can you stop the wind? And then I try, but it doesn't listen to me. So, but, yeah, it's been nice. And I think tomorrow will probably be even a better day, probably a little cooler and not quite as windy. So looking better, I think, for tomorrow.
All right. So any previews on what's coming up in future shows?
Well, tomorrow we're going to have some more coverage of Husker Harvest Days during our weekday program from 9 to 10 a.m. And then this weekend we're going to have plenty of coverage of various things. Again, we're traveling to our town, Ainsworth. We're actually going to go out to the Cooksley Ranch near Anselmo. That's northwest of Anselmo. I'm sure a lot of listeners know Barb and George Cooksley, and we just kind of get a look at Sandhills ranching, which is really a lot of fun. For me, it's a great opportunity to get out there in the wide open expanse, and I'm in awe of the landscape there, the Sandhills. And that's really what we want to do, Joe, on Pure Nebraska, is take people beyond the city lights and show people small communities and show the positive things that are happening in small towns and rural Nebraska, and I hope we can continue to do that.
All right.
Don't forget about me flying a drone.
Oh, that's right.
He flew a drone today. He's pretty pumped. He wants that for Christmas.
I want it for Christmas now.
He says, dear Santa, please.
Well, thanks, guys. John and Taryn Vanderford, also Brad Anderson. Pure Nebraska, catch it every morning on 1011 from 9 to 10 o'clock Central Time. So that'll do it from the Rural Radio Network Broadcast Center. I'm Joe Gangwish.